Can you spare an heir? Does anybody care about all of the dirty laundry Prince Harry wants to air? Coming to paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, Godbreaker. The man who rules the world takes on the Asgardian god of thunder in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Pre-order your copy of John Haynes' Godbreaker at online booksellers today. In January, Prince Harry released his tell-all memoir, Spare, and he spares absolutely no details as he spills all of the tea on the royal family. Now, as Prince Harry spills all of this tea, he has no mercy on anyone and goes into the hamper, pulling out all of the skid mark drawers of all of the members of the royal family. And as he pulls out those skid mark drawers to air, he doesn't have a care who sees the brown lines in the back of the royal family's undies butt crack. And as he has no regard for the degradation that he gives to his family, he lets everybody know about all of the dirt going on in Buckingham Palace. Now, Prince Harry alleges that in the royal family, he is the spare that no one cares about. And this is why he titles the book Spare, because they see him as the spare to the heir, Prince William, and he is the one that nobody cares about. Now, in this whole memoir, it looks like Prince Harry is showing us that he basically is a man in crisis, like I talk about in my non-fiction book, The Man Crisis. And this textbook beta male is basically taking this book Spare and looking to go out here and take jabs at his royal family because he doesn't want to go face to face with those family members and air out his grievances because he knows he may possibly get knocked the fuck out, like he previously did mention in one of the chapters of Spare. So that because he's scared of having to go and have a row with his brother and his father, who he has serious issues with, this is why he's put his fingers to the keyboard, and as he's taken his fingers and put them to the keyboard, he's gone out here in his memoir looking to passively write a memoir, but aggressively take shots at his brother and his father, showing me that he has serious issues with male authority figures, and he has issues with the whole hierarchy of the royal family being patriarchal. And he has those issues because he has serious mommy issues as related to the passing of his mother, Princess Diana, and because he has these serious mommy issues as related to his late mother, Princess Diana, he's out here looking to try to passively write this book, but aggressively hurt his father and his brother, because this is the passing of his mother in that tragic car accident. I believe that this and the previous divorce, this is what led to the fissures in the royal family that turned into a crack when Prince Harry decided to renounce his title of His Majesty and decided to stop being the Duke of Sussex. And when he decided to stop being the Duke of Sussex and gave up his royal title, this is where the rift became between Prince Harry and the royal family, and this rift again started far before he ever met the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle. No, this happened way back as far as, I believe, 1996 or 1997, with the divorce of Prince Charles from Princess Diana, and I believe that this divorce affected Prince Harry in an extremely devastating fashion, and because he saw the rift between his family, this started him on the road to becoming a beta male, and he started to become a man in crisis, and with this, the spare didn't like being the heir that nobody cared about, and I believe that this book, Spare, is his way to get attention from the royal family, and I believe that he's trying to desperately make a cry for help by taking shots at his family. And Prince Harry started having a rift because his brother William was more dedicated to duty in the royal family, and he was about expressing his feelings like a soft male about his mother. Now, it looks like William wanted to dedicate himself to keeping up the appearance of the royal family, but Prince Harry wanted to express his dysfunction, and he was expressing his dysfunction because he's the spare heir that nobody cares about. Now, according to Prince Harry, he allegedly lost his virginity to an older woman, and as he lost his virginity to this older woman, he decided to air her out. And again, this is the textbook behavior of a beta male, because many beta males, when they are just out here in their feelings, they're looking to go out here and spill all of the tea, not understanding that when you're trying to spill the tea to embarrass others, you're basically telling on yourself. And that's what Prince Harry is doing here with Spare, as he went out here spilling the tea on his royal family. He spilled the tea on this woman, and he talked about how he had had these sexual relations with this older woman, and basically telling us that he was a simp from day one, because many simps go out here and they get with older women because many of these men basically, again, have these mommy issues, and because they have these mommy issues, what they do is look for an older woman to have power in the relationship, and they look for the woman to be able to help them, to guide them inside of any sort of relationship. So Prince Harry never really was a leader. He never really set a direction, and he never had any sort of setting tone. No, he wasn't really a man who was ready to be a man, and that shows in many of his actions. Again, the resentment of male authority, like his father, because he was angry at his father for having a relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, his royal side piece, and he was angry because his mother really was not seen as the number one woman, not understanding that the king was just out here participating in basic polygyny, going out here, he was having his wives, but the whole thing was he wanted to go out here and think that his mother was supposed to be the number one woman, when even though she had the title of princess, she was not considered his number one. No, Prince Charles had already released his DNA inside of Camilla Parker Bowles, and with that, Camilla Parker Bowles was his number one woman, even though she was unofficially the side piece. She was the queen in his life, and that's the thing that really grinds Prince Harry's gears, because he's out here wanting his mum to be the number one woman in his father's life. He wants his mum to be the one that gets all of the respect. He wanted his mum to have all of this, but that was not the case as related to Prince Harry and his mom and his father and his mother, and he can't really deal with this. And because he couldn't deal with this, what happened was Prince Harry wound up with having serious issues after his mum lost his life in that tragic car accident back in 1997, I believe. And that is the thing that led to the fissure that created the rift between Prince Harry and the royal family, leading to him wanting to spare no one in his memoir, and he spares absolutely no one, having a lot of vitriol and venom for his brother, Prince William. And it's said that because of these issues, Harry and William weren't on good terms, and those terms got worse when Prince Harry decided to get with the ratchet Meghan Markle. And as he got with the ratchet Meghan Markle, he was in an alleged argument with his brother, which led to a fist fight, which led to him winding up with his gold chain getting snapped and him falling on a bowl. But I have to call BS on that, and I call BS on that because why would William want to go out here and strike Harry over comments made about Meghan Markle? That doesn't make any sense at all. Now, I could see Prince William wanting to strike Prince Harry for disrespecting his wife, Kate Middleton, but I wouldn't see him looking to put hands on Harry over his own woman. So when I look at that part of the book, it's basically Harry looking to revise history, and he's looking to revise history because it looks like to me his mouth wrote a check, his rear end couldn't cash, and Prince William cashed him out with the royal seal with his fist. So that's what it looks like to me, because only a simp is going to go out here and want to fight a man over his own wife, allegedly, and that's only because he might possibly be having feelings for that wife. That could be a reason for Prince William looking to go out here and punch Harry out, because I don't see Prince William looking to punch Harry out over the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, a complete bust down. No, I don't see that, because as one of the King of King and Lord of Lords of white men, he's already got the white woman, so I don't see him wanting to fight over a biracial black woman who is not his wife. I don't see that at all, and that's where I see where Prince Harry is trying to embellish some details in The Spare about the heir nobody cares about. Now, Prince Harry being the heir no one cares about is really salty inside of Spare, and again, trying to spare no details, trying to make all of the royal family look like the bad guy, even though he was one of the royal family, and even before he got involved with the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, we had Prince Harry going out here putting on a Nazi uniform for Halloween. So basically, in this book, we have the Spare trying to air all of the dirty laundry, not understanding that he's the pot calling the kettle black, and inside of both of those pots we see that there's nothing but crap, and we have him going out here trying to make the royal family look like the bad guy, when in actuality he was down with that royal family until he could not go out here and be with the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, and he's sitting there talking about how racist the royal family is, when it's hard to talk about racism, again, when you were wearing a Nazi uniform and you are a part of the first family of white supremacy. Because as a part of the first family of white supremacy, you can't go out here and talk about the racism of the royal family, because you have benefited from that racism for many years until you decided that you wanted to go out here and get even with the royal family by going out here and giving up your title. Because Prince Harry wasn't giving up his title because he loved the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle. No, he wasn't doing that at all. No, he was doing that because he was angry at his father for having a side piece on his mum. And because he had a side piece on his mum, he's angry at his father. He's angry at his brother for standing by his father. And he's out here looking to air that dirty drawers. He's looking to show, hey, Prince Charles, the King of England, has a skid mark in the back of his butt crack, and his brother has a bigger skid mark further down the back of the butt crack, and he also wants to show that Kate Middleton has a skid mark in the thong. So basically, he's airing out all of these dirty drawers with these dirty details, and as he airs out all of these dirty details, what he wants to do is hurt the members of the royal family, because he's not processed any of the hurt as related to the issues he has with his mom. And instead of writing her book, I believe former Prince Harry needs to go out here and find himself a therapist, because it's clear to me that his mummy issues have him really out here acting emotional, acting irrational, and being exploited by all of these industries, like the publishing industry, which has made a nice piece of change on Spare, telling the sordid details of the heir who nobody cares about in the royal family. And while he's made a few pennies on royalties, it's nothing compared to the family he walked away from, because Prince Harry I believe is going to regret walking away from the royal family, because now they want absolutely nothing to do with him, because he went into the royal hamper. He went out here and pulled out the skid mark drawers of all of the members of the royal family, and he showed how everybody is full of crap. And as he was showing how everybody is full of crap, He showed how crappy character he had, because a person of poor character is the one who airs his family's sordid details and reveals all of the skid marks in the back of their drawers. That is what Prince Harry did in Spare about the heir who nobody cares about. That's what Prince Harry, the Spare heir, did in his book Spare. And again, as he spares no details, he shows us that he is the dysfunctional prince who is not worthy of the crown. And again, this is why he is not being invited to the coronation, because had he been invited to the coronation, Prince Charles might do a Galvatron on him the same way Galvatron took out Starscream in Transformers the movie, because when after embarrassing the royal family, he has become persona non grata. And again, I have to wonder, was this all worth it, going out here and embarrassing the royal family by acting like the Spare who didn't care? I mean, was this worth it, Prince Harry? Was this all worth it? I mean, now you're out here with the Duchess of Ratchetness, Meghan Markle, participating in exactly the same type of ratchet behavior, and I have to wonder, was it worth it to go out here and act like this, being the Spare nobody cared about? This is just one big royal mess. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller.